my video. I don't know how they did that. First of all, I didn't know what number that was. It was giving spam. So I sent it to voicemail. And then looking at the voicemail, it says, "Oh, mom." I'm like, "Oh, what is going on? What is going on?" So he forgot his tablet and his homework was on the tablet. So now I got to turn around and drop this tablet off. And yeah, so it's all good. I didn't get too far. Maybe like 2 minutes down the street. However, I was saying how growing a supportive community and on YouTube, how grateful I am for it. Even though I've gotten to this place on YouTube where there are some rude people on here. I ain't gonna lie. Like, there's some rude people. People can pop off with the pop off. But you know, I digress. I pray for them. I tell them thank you anyway, even if their comments are very rude and cruel or just nasty. And then they hit you with a, I don't mean to be offensive, but you know, I came from where your mama say, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, just don't say nothing. But people, there's something about us, whether we're pushing for goals on YouTube, or we're supporting people on YouTube, or we're tearing people down because we think it's funny or something on YouTube. People want to be heard regardless of where they stand on here. Where they're creating content or they're posting comments. People want their opinions heard. They want their voice heard. They want their faces seen. It doesn't matter where you stand. So it's like you just got to take the good with the bad. Some people are going to have very positive things to say, and you strive off that. But then you got people that are going to say really nasty things, and you just can't. Just like a honk, a beep, someone beeping at you in your car, you have to ignore that. You never know who's having a bad day. You never know who's ready to pop off. Like literally driving with firearm weapons. You never know who's ready to pop off. You don't know who got time today, and they will follow you. I'm back at the school, y'all. Drop this off. But I'm surprised the line ain't all of that bad. I'm just going to pull right here and see. But yes, you never know who got time that day, and they just might follow you. You know, and you're, and that might, and that could be an end all for you. You have no idea, you know. And some people, hold on, y'all. Jalen McGee left something in the car.
Okay, let me walk you him to get him.
Can I pull over so I get out of the way? Okay. All right. So yeah, y'all just never know who got time to deal with y'all in a day. I was saying how, you know, some people are just really rude, and even their rudeness, they still just want to be heard. There's something on the inside of them that needs to be seen or heard or acknowledged. And even they too go through stuff. And no, it might not be nice, it might not be fair of what they say, but I choose to digress, and God bless you, you know, thank you, whatever, or just ignore the noise, because some people just, okay, I gotta scoot up just a little bit more. Jalen left his laptop in the car, which I think a lot of kids do. They tend to leave stuff, forget stuff or something. Um, but yeah, you just gotta ignore it, tune the noise out, so it doesn't affect you. Because some people, what comes out their mouth is pure poison. See you later, baby. It's poison, like a snake. And I don't know. I just don't like snakes. They say they got some snakes that are not poisonous. I don't believe that. I believe all snakes are poisonous. I ain't never met not one snake walking or sliding, slithering, that ain't got venom. I'm sorry. I just don't know. I don't believe that it's true. So just like a snake, the words that come out of people's mouths can just be just as poisonous as venom. But you gotta dodge it. You can't let that affect you and stuff, you know. So being on YouTube, I've come across the good and the bad so far. And my husband was telling me that's a good thing. And I almost cried because I was like, how is that a good thing? I don't know how to, how am I supposed to do that? I got all these comments flooding in, all these people saying this and saying that, and I don't want to ignore anybody. I don't want anyone to feel ignored, but I'm like, whoa, like the floodgates has come, and I'm like, wow, you know, I'm just blown away. But I'm so grateful because there are some people that I can tell they want to be heard so bad. They want to be acknowledged so bad. Like they yearn for it, you know? And some people just want a response back, you know? Hi, good morning. Hello, hello, hello. I'm just having a grateful morning right now. I'm going through some things in my life that don't happen to everybody on a daily basis. But to me, it just seems like per usual. We are month 5, May, and I'm on my third tire. 5 months in. I don't understand. I kind of feel like it's symbolical, like I'm trying to get somewhere, and I keep getting stopped in my tracks. Like, you know, I don't know if that might make sense to anybody, but it just seems like I'm getting but so far. I'm getting so close. And then bam, tire blows out. Bam, I'm sweating bullets in the car. It's hot. I don't got no AC. Something keeps going wrong. And hello, Daniel. How are you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And it just seems like I got to keep stopping to fix little things. But I'm so thankful I'm able to fix those things. I feel so blessed that even though these things are happening to me, I can take care of them. So like yesterday, we were on the way to take our kids to the park, me and my husband, and the tire blew out on the interstate, driving 70 miles per hour. I ain't cry about it. I ain't complain about it. I actually laughed at it because even though as scary as it was, I didn't freak out. I've learned to not freak out in those situations, especially when my children are present. If I freak out, they freak out. They'll lose it. So I just don't lose it no more. I think, and I get rational and strategic, and I use wisdom, and I use some, like, act like I got some sense. So, you know, tire blows out. Right after I said, God, just let my car make it to next year. Boom, 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 boom. And I was like, go figure. Go figure. The tire would blow out on the highway. A car full of people. Me and my husband and 3 children in the back. I'm just grateful we didn't cause an accident. I'm grateful people had common sense to see that the tire blew off so they could go around the car. Because you have some people that act like they want to get in an accident on today. I don't know why. God bless them. I don't know why people do it. But they see something going out of control in front of them and they'll still hit it. I don't get it. But I digress. We pulled over. The hero came and changed the tire. I had a donut in the back. So this morning, I give all glory and honor to God that I got funds to go get another tire. So now we on 4 tires in the month of May. Like, what? This is crazy. 4 tires in 5 months. Like, this is blowing me, y'all. It's blowing me. But I didn't complain. The Bible tells us to give thanks in all circumstances. Even the ones we don't understand. All circumstances. Be grateful. Be thankful. I don't care if you got to scramble some eggs and figure out what to be thankful for. There's something to still be thankful for. We complain too much. And if there are any young people watching, that's our biggest problem. We don't know when to shut up on the complaining. We just complain too much. We just be like this. And we really need to sit back and think on, what have I learned in all of these years that I've been alive to fix my issues, to fix my problems, to get through my circumstances? What have I learned? Or have I just been here for some odd couple of years, wasting time, wasting space? I'm just here. I ain't learning anything. I don't know how to deal with problems or anything. You know, so I've learned to digress in situations that are so behind me, beneath me. Like, I used to cry, I used to complain, I used to bicker and all of this stuff. So I told my mom, I called her, I said, hey mom, this is our location, the tire blew out. I do have a spare donut. I'm about to call the hero. Yes, all the kids are in the car. Gave her my location just in case I needed her to pop up and come get us. But she didn't have to come. We didn't have to get anything other than the hero to come get us. But I'm just so grateful that even in moments like that, bam, we were back rolling. We had an amazing evening. It was so fun, you know. No one was hurt. No one was injured. It was great. And, you know, now I'm like, wow, I have grown so much. And it is, hi, how are you doing this morning? And it's just amazing. I really would advise anybody to put the circumstances down and find something to be happy about, because I really believe we just walking around so unhappy these days, and we blame it on the things that we go through, but we don't give any type of accreditation to the things that uplift us, that keep us afloat. Hi girl, how you doing, girl? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, girl. Yes, we tend to not do that, and it's a shame how so many people wake up as early in the morning as it is, and they're so rude and nasty. I've had like at least 4 people to blow their horns at me this morning, yet they see I'm driving with a donut on my car. I don't have tinted windows, so you can look at my car and see there's a baby in the back and a child in the front. Like, you can see that, but you choose to take your frustrations out because it's Monday, you got problems, you got issues, or whatever, you want to beat at me. But I can't do anything. I really could care less to beat back at someone, because their day could be worse than mine. So I'll let people have it. I'll just drive a little slow. I'm so sorry you have a cold, Kylie. I'm sorry. The spring colds be the worst. Spring and summer colds be the worst. I think getting sick in this season is worse than it being cold outside. You know, it seems more normal to be sick when it's cold, not hot. I'm not sure if it's really hot where you are, but I'm in Georgia, and it's getting up there. And spring, summer colds suck. Especially all the pollen. It might be allergies, but I do pray you get better. I hope you feel better throughout the day. You know, drink you some tea. Make sure you eat something. Stay hydrated. All the good stuff. I'm not sure if you're a naturalist or you like medications, but I pray you have all that you need so you can feel better. Oh yes, it's been raining. Yeah, it has. The weather's been no joke. The weather's been horrible. So I pray, you know, it gets back together on the inside. Just make sure you take care of yourself. Please take care of yourself, girl. Take care of yourself. I'm trying to finish my little coffee. About 9 o'clock, I have to go get AC, some Freon put back in my car. I have a leak in my AC, and I have a leak in my oil has a leak, and my AC has a leak. So I'm trying to keep my car afloat, but I can't do too much to it because it's in the conditions that it's in. However, it's still getting me to plan A to plan B back all the way around. So it's cool. We're just gonna deal with what I gotta deal with. I pray that next year is the year I could get another car. Today I need to go to the grocery shopping, but I'm going to do it tomorrow because I'm sick. Yeah, just take your time, girl. You don't gotta, don't force yourself. Long as you got, the basic things, I'm sure you'll be all right till tomorrow. Just make sure you stay hydrated above anything else. I know sometimes when I'm sick, I really don't have an appetite. So, just like to keep either some Gatorades or some coconut water, something to stay hydrated. And some electrolytes. Right now, I'm drinking a black coffee. Ew, it's so disgusting. It's so nasty. This is not like the easiest thing to drink. It is a black coffee, no sugar, no cream. Shot of espresso. One shot of espresso. I've tried two, and y'all, I would be shot out through this roof like Dino and Flintstones. Like, no, I can't do two shots of espresso. I just needed to look because yesterday was such a difficult day. At some points, I needed some kind of little pick-me-up without the sugar. Yes, from Dunkin' Donut. Yes, it's from Dunkin'. Yep. I normally get an iced coffee with cream and sugar and whipped cream and butter pecan flavor. And we're not doing all that. I don't need all of that. I just need that little espresso and, keep it cool and simple today. I don't need all of the extra stuff. Woo! Oh, woo! That is a lot. I don't need all of that. My son, they have this lemon loaf that they used to have, and they don't have the lemon loaf anymore. So what they have now is a strawberry lemon loaf. It's like a pound cakey type of pastry or whatnot. He likes to get that, so I got him that, and I just got me a little black coffee. Hi, use code lots. How are you doing this morning? How you doing? I feel so much better now that I could go handle my responsibilities and take care of Miss Kia Rio. That's the type of car that I'm driving right now. It's a Kia Rio, a 2007, y'all. Ooh-wee. Hello, Harry. Nice to meet you. Good morning. I'm Solana. And yeah, so before you hopped on, I was saying how grateful I am despite my circumstances. I'm not sure if you read the Bible or not, but there are certain life codes to follow by whether we read the Bible or not. And I'm finding this one to be true. And it derives from complaining a lot, which, being human, we tend to complain. However, the Bible tells us, I have to find it to be exact, to be grateful or thankful in all circumstances. Don't you ever feel sometime when you complain, it don't make nothing better? There's no joy in complaining. It brings you down. It keeps your mood down. You can't progress to the next thing in the day because you're stuck on what you're complaining about or sad about. Where our happiness, when we get joy, that's based on where our posture is. So if we're stuck in a complaining posture, a negative posture, or a negative mindset, bad mood, joy seems so far away. And then we start treating people nasty, got bad attitude, and then we find the fact that we have to apologize to someone, or we have to digress, because when we complain, none of And then we look at the clock and we have wasted hours of the day because we're choosing to complain and nag and be a negative Nancy, like some people call it. So, I am finding that to be very true in life, that we should complain less, a lot less, like not at all. And even if something is happening to us and it's not very pleasant or positive, we have had pleasant and positive moments prior. So we should reflect on the good things that have happened, or we should reflect on the lessons that we have previously learned to help us get out of the bad situations that we might find ourselves in currently. So I am very happy this morning that at my age now, I felt that I have learned a lot, learned enough to keep my cool. I thank Jesus for allowing me to do that for myself. To just keep my cool. That's all I need. Just keep my cool, handle my business, so that way the rest of my day don't be crappy, okay? I've been driving 45 miles, 50 miles all morning for the past hour and a half. I'm ready to go the speed limit now on the highway, which is 65. Imagine having to drive for an hour at 45 miles on the highway and everybody's beeping at you, and there's no traffic like that. It's unsettling, and it's like you want to be able to speed up, but you can't, and you have to go this slow miles per hour because of your circumstance. You gotta take your time, and other people don't want you to take your time because they got places to go and they trying to get there fast. I just wish some people would just pay attention and go around, but some people don't want to go around. They want to pick at you and bully you. They want to cause extra chaos, and then you have to ignore it. I think my situation this morning is maybe not equivalent to other people's situations, but can help. It can help, because just because people are honking their horns at me, people might be using their mouth towards you, and you have to respond in a certain way that doesn't, what's the word, put you at the end of the stick. Your response is everything. The way you respond to your adversities during the day sets the tone for the rest of the day. Yeah. Oh, sometimes I wonder, why do I do this to myself? Why do I choose to drink the black coffee? Oh, but it helps though. It does help. I feel like it does me better justice than a cup full of sugar, to be honest. Can I make a bubble tea? I've never had bubble tea before. How is that? Yes, go make breakfast. Go make your breakfast. Y'all, breakfast is high key the most important meal of the day. And I'm learning this on my weight loss journey, which I'm so grateful for, because I'm getting my discipline back. Oh, I'm gaining my discipline back with eating. But you can eat what you need to eat better or heavier in the earlier parts of the day. And as the day starts to go away, get later in the day, you eat lighter. Our dinner should not look like a king's course meal. Breakfast or lunch should. You have more energy to burn that off. You eat 6, 8, 10 o'clock at night, you're going to lay on it and go to sleep. And yeah, no, that's not cool. My hair is falling down. But yeah. Oh, God is so good, y'all. God is so good. God is so good. God is so good. God is so good. Yay. Oh, and I'm also grateful for funds. I'm grateful for some funds, right? me and my husband, we just moved in with his mother, my mother-in-law, and pops. So that has been such a situation. And we have to pick ourselves back up. Still got to pay bills. Still got to offer up some rent money. And try to get ourselves back out of the hole. So my husband lost a job. Child support popped up. And here we are. And real life stuff. People act like they don't go through stuff in life for real, but real life stuff. So my stepson, his first child, we've been having to take care of child support, and that has been sucking the well dry. And I feel for my husband, because I wish that there was so much more I can do to help the situation at hand. And sometimes I feel like being a helpmate is kind of not how I would like it to be. It's kind of not like how I would like it to be, because as much as we don't like to think money make the world go round, and there's so many different things you could do that money can't buy and all of this stuff like that, we still need it. We still need it. We still need it, because that's just the type of world that we live in. We still have to have it. And when you have that type of bill, because it's a bill, it should come with some rules, some rules. I feel like sometime, that could help everybody. Because right now, it just seems like it ain't helping nobody, but who's getting it? And, it's no bitterness attached to it. I feel like, with any bills, how can you give what you don't have? How? And then after you give what you don't have, and you don't have anything after that, how are you supposed to stay afloat? So I give all honor and God and glory to God, because sometimes we be at our last and we have to figure it out. It gets rough some days, some weeks it gets a bit rough. Oh, thank you so much. And we try to be as good as we can be, and not complain about it, not cry about it, none of those things. Because like I said, being how we are in these days, a lot of us, we just complain too much. Now we're having car problems. We already lost home, so we have to stay with family, and now we're having car problems. And the car problems are going to go away. It's a materialistic value thing. However, we do need it. Like my child's school is a whole hour away from where we're living right now. It's a whole hour away. But we make it work, and I will not change his school. I love his school, and it's a private school, and I got to pay tuition. And I do get help from his grandmother to help out with the tuition. So I am very grateful for that. So, it's cool. Because even in our situation, I didn't want it to mess up his life. He just still deserved to go to the school that we chose for him. A private school is really good. And the sports he plays, he's in karate, he does taekwondo, and he's played baseball. His life don't need to change because of our adult circumstances. So that's still the way it is. And I'm very grateful for that. And no matter what happens, he may get a little whiff of, oh wow, mom is kind of stressed out right now, but she's still making it happen for me. My mom did it for me. I see my mom go through some things in her life, but it never took away what she needed to do for my life. And hats off. I guess I learned from a good one, right? No matter what life look like for me, my kids are going to still have what they need to have. I will figure it out. And there's something about getting out of the mud. It feels like such an accomplishment. Like, that feels like golden success when you could get out of quicksand, when you could get out of the deep end of some high-end water, and you've been back stroking and floating and paddle kicking, doggy paddling, and trying to keep water down here. There's so like a sense of relief of like, oh my gosh, yes, even if it only lasts for 1 month. And I say that like I had got some Freon put in for my AC because my AC went out and it was out for so long. But I was like, it's getting hot. My kids can't be in no hot car. So I went and got some Freon, all for me to have to go back and do it again. Because there's a leak, apparently. It didn't last but for a month. But when I tell you that was like the best of having AC in the car, I'm cool with having to do it again until I know that, okay, now it's time to get a new car. I don't have any transmission issues, alternator issues. So we are going to drive this car until the very last stretch. These little minor fixes, oil leak or a Freon leak, having to get a new tire because I can't get brand new tires right now. I have to go get a used one for maybe a fraction of the cost. I can't go get $400, $500 tires right now. Perfectly fine with it. I'm grateful for the $75 tire I could go get every other 2 to 3 months or however fast these tires is blowing out. That's my frustration. I'm sorry, y'all. I said I wasn't going to complain about things. I'm not trying to complain, but I'm a little frustrated because I'm human. It's a little frustrating because, I'm trusting God that I'm going to make it to my destination on this donut. To come to find out, you can only drive so fast on the donut, which is very slow. And then you can only drive for so long because they have a mileage type of thing on the donuts. You can't drive on the donut for forever. You have to take the donut off and get a new tire. So, with that being said, I'm just grateful that I'm only the co-driver in this situation. And Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus got this wheel, because y'all, there ain't no way. I feel like I am Jasmine and Aladdin on the magic carpet. Seriously, like that's how life be feeling like for me. Like I'm floating on the magic carpet with Jasmine and Aladdin, like in the movie. Because there's no way. Like there's absolutely no way. Like if somebody told you that God can't do it, they have completely lied to you. They have completely tried to deplete any kind of faith that you want to build. And I learned this new scripture. Blessed are those that believe and don't see. Blessed are those that believe. They believe in something that ain't never happened for them. They believe it still. Those are some very blessed people. Seriously. When I learned that verse, I was like, wow, you're blessed and you don't even know what's going on. You just got some crazy faith. It's gonna be all right. You're gonna be just, even if you're not giving the credit to God right now, in the end, and you see something pop off and it might not happen for your life, but just because you can't deny blessings. I'm sorry. I don't care who you are, what you believe in. You cannot deny blessings and miracles. You can't deny those things. Because some things happen and they happen for our good, and we don't do a thing. We don't lift a finger. We did absolutely nothing, and greatness comes from out of that. You can't deny that. You just can't sit back and say, it was supposed to happen. It should happen. Some things they do happen for us to elevate in faith. I was saying yesterday on my live, I was so grateful that my stepson was asleep when my tire blew. I was so grateful that he was asleep. I knew God was going to keep us safe because he always does. And that's another thing. You have to be grateful for things that he's already done a long time ago. Even if it looks crazy and chaotic in the very moment you're in, you still got to remember he never let you die. He kept you alive. Even if it felt like you was on a roller coaster with no straps. You didn't die. You didn't die. But I was so grateful that he didn't see it, because things I just know, things that I go through, he has never experienced with his biological mother. And it's one thing about having someone else's child in your care that don't care for you, and something happens to that child, all hell breaks loose. It's like they be waiting for hell to break loose so they can break loose some more hell. So I was just so grateful that he was asleep. He didn't have to endure it. He didn't have to get scared. It didn't frighten him. He didn't have a story to go back and tell his mama, except he had a great time. That's all he know, is he had a great time. And she didn't have to pay for that great time. That's all they know. And that's all they need to know. She don't need to know all hell broke loose in my life and now I got to pay for some things that I wasn't expecting to pay for and couldn't pay for. But we're going to pay for it anyway, because God is good. God is good, and there's blessings floating all around me. Great. I'm just so happy that that's where we are. He was asleep when they took the blowed out tire on and put the donut on. He don't even know what a donut is, except for the donuts you eat. He don't know what a donut tire is. He don't even need to know that term, because she don't need to say who's driving around with a donut and can't get a tire. Stepmom is. He don't need to know that. Don't need to know. Don't even need to know. Because what happens is people feel like when they knock you down in life, they think that there's no possible way on God's green earth where all things are possible with God. They don't think that there's no way you're going to get back up. You are broke, and you are supposed to stay broke. The devil has always been a liar. He's the father of all lies. I hope y'all know that. So when somebody think that just because they knocked you down, God can't get you back up, it's not for them to know how you got down and things like that, and you can get back up. All they need to know is you're still walking. That's it. That's all they need to know, is that you're still walking. As long as they know that you're still walking, you are good. It's not for them to know. Because some people, even when they find out the way they operate, they can't believe God did it. People be twisted, y'all. People be real twisted, have some very twisted minds. Oh, we finally got to Walmart. It took forever to get to Walmart. So I'm at Walmart. I'm about to go in their auto section and get some Freon, because I have someone that's able to put the Freon in my car. Glory to God. Because y'all, ain't nothing like having no AC in the car. And yeah. Who wants to park right here? I can't see. It's all good. We'll do like that. We'll do it like that. Okay. There's a hello. There's a hey. And I don't want to butcher this name. Ariana. Life with Ariana. I think that's correct. If I'm not correct, you can correct me. It's okay. It's okay. But yes, y'all, when I say I'm so grateful, I'm just so thankful, and I'm so blessed. My life might not look very blessed to a lot of people, but my life is very much blessed. As to yours, very blessed. You just got to understand and realize what's blessed and what's cursed. And something that's cursed can be reversed. You just got to be wise enough to know how to reverse it. Even if you don't want to go that route on how to reverse it, that's the only way, and that's Jesus. That's the only way, because he is the only way. He is the only way. Whether you want to like it or you don't want to like it, that's okay. I just don't want you to be on a string of life and death, and then you want to play like you knew that the whole while. When you know better, you do better. And I know people's mamas taught them that. I know. When you know better, you do better. So, y'all, I got 15 minutes. I'm about to go in Wally World, wake this baby up, and I'm about to get this Freon and go meet with my mechanic so he can put this Freon back in the car so my baby don't sweat bullets. Okay? Okay. Y'all have a great and a blessed morning. Remember, no complaining. In all of your circumstances, there is still something to reminisce on and be thankful for. Whether if it was something from 5 days ago, 5 minutes ago, 5 hours ago, 5 years ago. There's something that you can still be grateful for, to where you do not have to sit in complaint. Because the complaining ain't going to fix nothing. It's not going to fix anything. Bickering ain't going to fix nothing. Being negative show ain't going to fix nothing. So, in order to have some type of joy, you have to dig up some joy. And 9 times out of 10, it wasn't that long ago. So reminisce on that. On what you was thankful for. And stay thankful for it. Because it happened. Y'all have a blessed day. I will be back. Okay? I will be back. Because I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. There's so much to go back on and talk about how grateful and how thankful I am. And I might do a live on that. I would like for everybody to type in a comment what they're grateful for, because there's so much to be grateful for. I just want people to be grateful, because being grateful stirs up joy, and joy is contagious, y'all. Have you ever seen somebody smiling and it just made you smile? Or have you ever smiled and it just put a smile on somebody else's face, and they might have not even wanted to smile, but because you smiled, they had no choice but to smile back, unless that person was just real nasty, like bitter, sour, ugh. Like, what's wrong with you? Unless it's a person like that, smiling, just smile, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Just smile. That's it. But y'all have a good one. I gotta go. Bye.